Now that you have created your Gmail account, I'm going to show you how to use the Google Calendar to schedule your clinical visit days. So the first thing you should notice is that you have received an email from me in your inbox. If you are not in Gmail already, go ahead and go to Gmail, check your inbox, and you should see an email that looks very much like this. Do4com at Gmail has shared a calendar with you. If you open that up, you're going to notice inside your email body it says, hello, whoever you are, and then it goes on to explain that I've shared this calendar with you. And to view that calendar, all you need to do is go to the View Calendar link right here. But before we even do that, let me just point out that calendar should be one of the options up here in the upper left corner, and you can get to this same exact calendar by simply going to that calendar button. And just to illustrate how this is going to take you there, though, I'm going to click on the View Your Calendar link in your email, and it opens up a calendar that has been shared by me, and it's called EDU 292 in this case, Instructional Strategies. And this calendar can be viewed in many different ways. You can view it by days, weeks, months, 4 days at a time, or you can change this and set this up however you want in your settings. But we don't need to worry about that right now. We're going to take a look at the weekly view and see that someone down here has already scheduled their appointment for the week. And actually this is just a mock-up created by somebody else, but it's going to illustrate for us what it is that I want you to add to your schedule so that we can more appropriately come visit you. So if you double click on this, you'll notice that some important information has been added in to this schedule here, to this appointment. So this is Greta Jones. On LSC indicates that Larry Colliard will be the one that comes and visits Greta in this case. And the star that appears after it means that that has already taken place. So this is all hypothetical at this point. When you go to enter your data, it's going to look just like this. You're just going to include your name. So let's just say that it said Jimmy John is the name of the individual that's scheduling his appointment. And from within here you can change the timing and the date and all of that good stuff to match when it is that you're going to be teaching. So if you're going to be teaching from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., you can just change that accordingly on the 23rd. And the next part is that one of the most important parts here. That is, where in the world are you going to be teaching? Are you going to be teaching at Badger Elementary? Well, in that case, I want you to put Badger Elementary in there. So once you put Badger Elementary in there, you've got a few more things to fill out. And they all go down in the description area down here. I want you to include what grade it is that you are teaching, the CT that you're working with, if it's Mrs. Smith or Mr. Jones, please put that in there, the room number that you'll be teaching in, and which of your visits this is going to be. Is this your first teaching experience there? Is this your second? So you just put JA1, JA2, whatever it is that corresponds with which visit this is going to be. And once you're done doing that, all you have to do is hit save, and it will save it over here wherever you've put it. So that was an example of me just changing somebody else. Let's pretend like you're going to come in here and add your very own new one. Just find the approximate date for which you'll be doing your placement here, your teaching, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to pretend like I'm going to do this March on Monday at around 10 a.m. So I just hover over this, double click, and it takes me directly into this same exact dialogue that we had before. And again, this is Jimmy John. And I think you're getting the picture here. I teach from 10 to actually 11:15, so I'm just going to modify this a little bit. And you see that from 10 to 11:15. Where? This is at Johnson Creek. There we go. And obviously I put my grade in here. I put the CT's information in here. And then I put the room number in here. And I put which JA version or iteration this will be. And when I'm all done, I hit save. One last note here. We get emails every single time people add things in, remove things, take things off, or what have you. So if Sally comes in here and moves Jimmy John's placement up here like this, which is very simple, all you have to do is click and slide it, and it accidentally moves or purposely moves. If Sally comes in here and moves Jimmy John's, I, as a teacher, professor, and Larry Colliard, and all the rest of your professors will know that he messed with Jimmy's. So please do not or do your best not to ever mess with someone else's placement material. That obviously will mess up everyone's schedule and will throw the entire calendaring system off. If you ever have any problems creating any of this information, or if you have any questions, feel free to contact me at the do4com@gmail.com email address. That's basically the end of this entire tutorial. Enjoy your calendaring.